The Jeffrey Show.
Who could be scared of a Jeffrey?
My name is Jeff.
All right, here we are. We got starting it off with Adam Palmer here. Thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And you even brought gifts, but I want to get in. I will get into that in a second. But I want to show you this. I thought of you today. I saw this funny video that I thought was pretty funny here. I was gonna send it to you, but I'm like, why not put this on the show?
This guy painted a painting of him painting a painting. Then he painted a painting of him painting a painting of him painting a painting. After that, he painted a painting of him painting a painting of him painting a painting of him painting a painting. After this, he painted a painting of him painting 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 a painting. And lastly, he painted a painting of him holding his cat while painting a painting of him 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 painting a painting. This guy loves painting.
I don't know why that's so silly to me. All right, what did you bring? Look at this. It's so sweet of you to do this.
Oh, I just brought. I know you wear hats, so I had a hat and I brought a print. Yeah.
Let's get a little thank you, man. This is lovely.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Well, yeah. No, I figured bring something. Bring a gift.
It kind of matches actually kind of the theme of like that little desert cactus thing going on there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely, let's put that on.
And I don't know. I brought 2 shirts. I wasn't sure if you do medium or large. So.
Oh, cool. I will definitely put one of those on for sure. Let me see if this fits.
Ah, bro, does it?
Take this out, of course. Yeah, there we go. I like it.
Is it? Yeah.
Little bend of the bill. Thank you so much, man. This is so nice of you. I thought I'd never expect gifts, but this is so nice. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is what, a medium right here?
Maybe, yeah.
I think the mediums will fit. I've been going back to medium. I used to do like a little bit larger size.
Yeah.
But I like fitting shirts. But thank you, man. That's so awesome.
Of course.
Yeah, are you excited for Art Crawl next week? Because it's coming up, and I always get excited for those.
Oh, hell yeah. No, it's going to be fun. And I just got a message today about we're building some monsters.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like out of like paper mache and such, or what?
Yes. We are doing like these big cardboard. Like, I don't even know. We have no idea. But we're getting a bunch of cardboard.
Yeah.
And we're meeting at Ficus for like 3 days. And we're just going to try to construct some cool, like, monster type things to put around the art crawl kind of thing. Yeah.
Are you gonna make it look like those creepy art crawls that like the actual art crawler insect?
First thing I thought of was, we're gonna do the big like beetle thing, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to just go in there and have everyone figure out what the plan is, because there's a group that I paint with, and that's like the group who got messaged today. And so I don't know. Everyone's super talented and very creative, so I'm sure we're gonna come up with some cool shit. And then I'm hoping that we just I would go with the beetle first. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
but
feels like it's necessary.
Yeah, it's like no one's call until we're all sitting there going, all right, like let's make that.
Yeah. So, and then you shouldn't make it like a Burning Man, and we burn it at the end. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna try to. I don't know. I think we can kind of make whatever, and we could probably make it as big as we want.
Yeah,
like it could be like a 15-foot tall.
Oh yeah,
but
it would fit fine in that warehouse. No joke.
Yeah, but that idea is like, how ambitious do we want to get? Yeah. And how much work do we have to do still? Like, it's going to be a very big art crawl.
I feel like other than like the anniversary one, it's going to be the Halloween one is the second biggest. And probably even after, obviously we wanted to go for years. The Halloween one's like the one that it should be like the most celebrated one.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think that it's certainly going to be made like way bigger with like the Motel Mini Market involved and Los Molinos and all the whole we're really taking over the whole block. So
And then that little alleyway, right? Because wasn't
yeah.
there like, I mean, from what I heard, that they're now permitted by the city to actually do the motel mini market in that little alleyway section?
That's what I've heard. Yeah, they have it like, I think, I don't know how many we're gonna get to do, but I think we're gonna be able to do a lot. But yeah, Roman, I think he got that all secured. And
Who's Roman again? I know most of everybody, but I don't think I'm not sure if I know Roman.
Roman owns Los Molinos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's he's one of the owners. Partner. Yeah. He has a partner. But yeah, no, Roman's heavily involved with like the art crawl stuff, and they use that. Los Molinos is one of the spots.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that having Los Molinos there, I mean, no one really knows where the other two places are, and Los Molinos kind of helps figure out, because if Los Molinos, well, you can start from there and then be like, oh, this is where you go to Ficus, this is where you go to No Joke, especially if there's people that are at Los Molinos and know where to go. Because first time going there, I had no idea what was going on. But
yeah, it's definitely, I could see how people can get lost or confused of where the buildings are, but you just hope like the more it's a thing and the more it's more visual or like visible of where the things are, people will kind of understand how it goes. And yeah, it's cool that Los Molinos is like that central spot for it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I've always said this, like I've passed by No Joke so many times, and I saw like the weird stuff that would be put, like, like the squirrel suited figures, and I had no idea what was beyond that wall. It could have been just like 10 feet of whatever behind it, and then you go in, you're like, what's this doing here?
Oh yeah, dude, and I've been in town forever, and all of a sudden it was like first art crawl last year, and I just went in that building going, what the hell? Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, a lot's changed in a year. Just even being able to like, I'm talking about art crawls. If I volunteer for them, I just help them. So I'm not like totally there for all the like planning.
Yeah.
But hopefully over time I just get to like help more,
Yeah.
But yeah. No Joke's incredible. Ficus is incredible. Everybody that runs those places just all coming together to help art.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's so good. Like, I mean, you got to thank first, I mean, both Miss Donaldson and Jared. I don't know his last name, but
yeah,
I would never know where Ficus. I think I went to a Halloween party. No, maybe I think we already had one art crawl before that, under the belt. But then I went to the Ficus for like a Halloween party. That was cool. And that was like separate from even the art crawl. It was just its own thing.
Yeah.
But we got to be so thankful that they're willing to just offer this. And it's free too, which is great.
Yeah, and it helps all these other artists like get out of their caves and share their stuff. It's like it gives people a place to play music, gives people a place to go vend, and we have like food and stuff like that now, and everybody just wants like a reason to party, a little bit, go out. So
with like-minded individuals.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. I've literally got to see everyone, and then now I've helped for the last 4, I think. Yeah, and just the crowd, the people that are showing up, like everything's kind of changed. It's really kind of cool.
Yeah, we're seeing definitely in real time evolving. Like,
oh yeah, I kind of keep reminding everybody, like, yo, I've been here forever. None of this was going down. Like, art didn't exist in San Clemente, really, for me. Like, there's a few people, but now it's like the floodgates have opened, kind of, as like far as the art connections and people and how much we're trying to do stuff. So
I definitely see a solid future for it. It's but it definitely had to be a lot of people that randomly get involved. Like Nick approaching Miss Donaldson to do a show, just a show. It had nothing to do with the art crawl. And then him pushing for maybe we could do the art crawl. I forget how Jared got approached with all of that, but like, you know, and then you got Shane and Nick, who both work for the city. They're like city officials of the art committee, or
Yeah.
and then of course you got Miss Donaldson and Jared, who own the properties, and Roman that owns Los Molinos. It's like it's just like things are coming together so beautifully in a way.
Yeah, no, and I think it's like, I keep telling you, it's like we're aligning. You know what I mean? The right people are finally getting in like the rooms together, and because there's like, I don't know how, but I've gotten invited to some kind of crazy meetings, and it's like all those people, and it's just us like kind of strategizing the ideas of making more art things happen, you know?
Yeah.
And trying to make sure that it stays like an important thing for San Clemente, an important thing for the community, and you know, because without it, it's just gonna be like boring.
Yeah.
You know.
I take every Friday off because
Oh hell yeah.
I have I get up super early on weekdays, so I don't want to be having to get up early after, because I go to bed early on weekdays as well. So getting up on a Friday early on a Friday morning after that is kind of difficult. But I look forward to next week is gonna be fun because it's gonna be the 30th, so just the day before Halloween, and
and
dress
people
up.
could just roll their bender into the whole weekend if they want. You know?
Yeah, that's what I like about that place too. It's kind of like, you know, like a comedy club for, you know, how like comedians get together and they can collab, form ideas, work on something together. It's the same exact thing for you, to like a mesh pot of artists to whatever it is you want to do together that you might figure in, or you can just encourage each other. And, you know, obviously no one likes to have too much critique of their own art, but you might say like, what direction are you going? Kind of help your process.
Yeah. No, you're saying with all these people?
With all the people that are always there's a spot to meet now. Like Miss Donaldson has like a spot to meet.
Oh yeah, no joke is like a sanctuary. You know, for real. But and that's like, excuse me. Let's just cover it like that.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yes, like I said, when I walked through that building like last September or a year ago, whatever, just imagining how cool it was that these people have this place. And then now, I'm in a group that we paint there once a month. And then we meet with our art, and like, it is a critique. It is people telling us like what we should work on. And, and so, and then it's art crawl. And then it's kind of open to the people that get to like work in there whenever, you know?
Yeah.
But
do you ever feel that like, so when people are critiquing on your art, do you ever feel like you're a stubborn artist? You know how that's like a kind of a common theme with art, with artists?
No. Yeah, no. You know what? Yeah, no, I'm not stubborn. Like, I want to know, like, for sure, information and anyone's like opinion, but I definitely think like, for sure, I'd like to hear that from an artist, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
not just
I
some
might
random
sound
schmo.
stubborn if like some person was like, well, I would do this. I'm like, cool. But it's cool because we all just share, like, I don't know. We all like know what we're going through with it, you know? So it's kind of like, it's not a bad idea to like have people tell you their opinion or where they see it or where it looks like this is weird, and it helps us. You know?
How long when did you get into art? When it was like that did this all begin for you? Or like maybe not just even creating art, but like just your sheer you know, enjoyment of art in general.
Well, no, I mean, I guess I've always done creative shit, and then at a certain point we moved into this place, and there was like a second bedroom, and I just started painting a lot in there, and that kind of became the art room, and then it became a thing that I did all the time, and then it became like, oh, we have to have an art room in the next place. And so, and I think that it's been like 14 or 15 years.
14, 15 years, huh?
Yeah.
Haven't you been, and isn't that like the same amount of time you've been married too? Or is it?
Yeah, it's been, because I was just thinking of that. It was 2011 when we were still in that place on La Paloma.
Okay. Like the Melrose place, right?
No, that was like down the street from the Melrose place.
Okay.
We moved out of Melrose Place and moved 4 buildings down.
Oh.
Like, so we were like, I was still able to like walk up and see everybody, but I was able to just have my own space.
I think I went to the Melrose place though. I didn't even think I've been to the one with the backyard. You have the backyard with the cement, the one you have right now. You've been there forever, right?
Yeah. We've been in our spot for, I think, 13 years.
Did they boot you from the Melrose place because of like rent, or it was like a rent increase or something?
No, we had to we bailed from the compound or the Melrose place. We bailed from there because of like mold. Mold was pretty gnarly and our shit was all fucked up. And so we bailed, and then luckily we just we were kind of defeated. We couldn't find spots. And then we eventually found this, we were like walking our dog one day and there's a spot 4 houses down. And I was like, I don't even need to see it. We'll just take it. You know?
You didn't even walk in?
Well, at the time too, it was like, I think I called on like 12 places, but none of them would take a dog. Like I was in San Clemente and there was 12 or 14 places I called. All of them totally available to rent. Like I hear it's kind of hard to rent there now, but we just had our dog, so we couldn't. Anyways, this other lady, she was like, I love dogs. I'm like, we'll take it. Like, please.
We have no other choice. Out of the 15 places, you're the only one.
And at the time, we came from like a 1-bedroom. It was a 2-bedroom. It was going to be to what we thought bigger, but it really wasn't that much bigger. It's like a very tiny place.
Yeah.
But the spot we're in now is like, I love it. It's perfect for like my setup.
Yeah.
As far as like the art rooms in the back, and then it goes out to the backyard. That's where I do woodwork, stuff like that. So
yeah, it's nice that you have that little space even for like the dog to run around.
Yeah. Well, and then we don't have him anymore, but he did enjoy it. He didn't run around. He just sat outside like in the sun.
Yeah, laid in the sun. They all love the sun.
He was a Boston Terrier, so he would just like flop and be like, ugh.
You gonna get another dog, or are you kind of taking a break from? Is that a recent passing of the dog?
No, it's been a while. It's been nice. I don't know. You know, for us, my wife and I, Allie, we just enjoy not having the responsibility.
Yeah.
You know.
Is this your dog?
Yes, that's Jackie Boy.
I was kind of going through your art to see like the progression from, and it looks like you've been posting since like 2012 on art.
Oh yeah.
I hope you're not gonna be like, oh, I don't want to look at my old art or anything like that.
Oh no, dude, I love that shit. It's funny.
I like this one,
dude. Yep. Hannibal Lecter cooking, barbecuing. I just imagine like the idea is like if you showed up to a barbecue and it was Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Would you like eat the hamburger, or would you be like,
I'm gonna pass. It's nice of you. I'll take the Chianti.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like Chianti, but.
Dude, see, that's what I miss. I was like, would just paint stupid shit for real that like was funny.
Just a giant cock.
Yeah. That was actually a Halloween costume, by the way.
What do you mean? Is like you wore it or you had a rooster?
Yes. Yo, this is funny. This is dumb, but whatever. There's 2 holes at the top. That was like a rope.
Okay.
Because I had another thing on the back, and I was a cock block for Halloween. And I actually just like painted that on our kitchen table one night. And that was kind of, on some level, that actually was like a little bit of like, whoa. Can I did that? Paint? Yeah. Because it's on cardboard and yeah. But because I didn't want to just write cock and then be a cock block. So I was like, oh, I'm going to paint.
More acceptable if you have.
And then I ended up like that's framed and in someone's house, my friend Miley. Yeah, it was weird. She wanted to buy it. And I'm like, dude, I wore it to like Red Fox, Ole's, all these places, got like wasted. Yeah. It survived.
It still looks pretty good though. Like it still holds together. Did you like frame
Yeah.
it with like glass and such?
Yeah. I found some frame that was like one of those street finds. Dude, I used to do it so ghetto, but whatever.
I mean, that's kind of cool to see the like from that to like one of these little pieces.
Yeah.
I just think it's fascinating to see. Like, I'm glad that you have consistently posted throughout the years to see your process.
Yeah.
And now you're even getting more thorough about your process because you're doing obviously story posts daily of what how you're like, here's the art, but it's not finished yet. It's in the process. And
Yeah, no, it's taking a lot longer these days. Yeah, I
was this
forgot
like
about that photo of me and those dudes.
where's that at?
The observatory.
Okay.
Was Ty and Michael.
Did you get into a Pollock or something? Was this like a Pollock phase right here?
Dude, I have no idea.
This is not you. This is you,
This
right?
is me.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
This is a lot of like, just discovery, what I was gonna do, I think. And like for sure, I was just buying like all kinds of different art mediums and like just trying to figure them out. I don't know, it's like I really, really did not go to school. And I really just sat there and painted a bunch of shit.
I mean, my mother, she did this type
That's
of art.
beautiful. By the way.
she
I
did
keep
this.
staring at it.
Yeah, she did this type of art where she like her process was she would take a photo of like the washed up seaweed and kelp and such.
Yeah.
And then she would recreate it because she was good at recreating stuff.
Yeah.
And what I was getting at is she was like formally educated, like went to University of Washington and then and got a master's there in art. So she like had a wealth of knowledge of artists. I have like this 50 artists you should know book. Like it's a really great book because it's like one page of just like it shows art and then it shows like it gives you like a little quick synopsis of what that artist did. It's really great.
Well, and it's funny because now I'm actually surrounding myself around like pretty gnarly people. I feel like they're gnarly to me.
Oh, and like talented wise and such.
Yeah, like real artists and a lot of them went to school and have way more like real information and history of it.
Yeah,
and I'll always remind them. I'm like, yo, I've done no research. I've done no history. Yeah. I usually stay away from things that might be like inspiring. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
you don't want to like accidentally rip off someone else's art. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay as pure as possible.
Got it.
So I'm like just allowing the whole process to work and not paying attention to like any of the rules or the history or how it went. So
that's good. I mean, that's good way. Like back to comedians. Comedians do that. Like they don't want to like watch too much of what comedians do because then they feel like they'll get influenced easily.
Oh yeah, I think it's really important to have like. I think a lot of my influences are like musicians, which are just it's like, and it's not even their music; it's just like their attitude,
Yeah.
But
what are some musicians that you have that kind of inspire you?
Definitely like Bob Dylan, and just like how raw and real he kind of always was.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Elton John, I have similarities to just being like an old party animal and getting through that whole stage and just always being pretty much uniquely yourself. And there's like a lot of, and Elvis too. Elvis, like, and you know what? These are all like really inspired by these movies I'll watch too about their stories, But yeah, it's like people really pursuing dreams no matter what kind of thing. So those are people I get inspired by.
Okay. Like, do you, so when you're getting in the mode to like, in the motivation to start getting into the art, do you like have a routine? Do you have like some music you listen to? Do you list off yoga on your Instagram? Do you like,
Yeah.
what's your process?
My process is truly like just being okay with my process.
Yeah.
I do now definitely have kind of like a setup or a way I'll do it, but I realize I procrastinate a lot to get to art. So I just kind of start setting all the shit up in, getting everything ready in stages. And then I kind of just sit there and wait till I'm ready, My wife always laughs at me because I'm just like pacing for like 15 minutes. Everything's like set up to like start painting. And I'm like, but typically when I sit down and start painting, I paint for like hours.
Yeah.
So,
is this any time of the day at night, or is there like a specific time of day that you get into it?
Usually I'm painting like every day now. Just like I try to like kind of run it like a real job, I guess. Like I like to just paint at or I usually get up and skate, get home, get set up, then I'll paint a little bit, then I'll do lunch, and then I'll paint some more, then I'll maybe have to do errands, and then when my wife gets home,
You bring yourself a little bit closer to the mic.
oh
there.
yeah, when my wife gets home from work, then we usually just try to have like a normal night.
Yeah.
But if I'm in like show mode, if I have like something I have to do, sometimes it's back to the like painting till like 2 a.m. But honestly, like I think I've done it long enough now, and I really pay attention to how I want things to be and how they'll be more focused. You know? So, like I said, paying attention to my process for real and making sure that I just get everything like going and flowing the way that I want to. If that makes sense. But what did you ask me right before that?
Let's see, process, what gets you motivated?
Oh no, I think it's just the process, but like finding every little detail that makes it work better for me. Oh, as far as like what schedule of time.
Oh yeah, what time of day do you like? Is there a certain type of day?
Well, no, it's because like I'd rather just do it during the day when my wife's not home, so I'm not wasting like our time together, and so and the late night crap I don't like anymore, because like you were saying, I get up pretty damn early. And
What time do you usually get up?
I think 6 o'clock's like my standard alarm that I set, but I guess that's early for me, but some people might get up way earlier. But yeah, I get up at like 6 and then kind of start my day, and usually by 10-ish I'm into art. But I don't want to. If I stay up till like midnight nowadays, I'm kind of pissed, because I'm like, shit, I wanted to get up early, but I do believe in trying to get the like correct amount of sleep and all that stuff. So
yeah, your body does get used to a certain time. If you're like regularly going to bed at like 9 or 10, your body's getting used to that idea. So if you're just gonna lose sleep if you go to bed anytime later.
Yeah, well, and then
for me at least, that's how it works.
And I'm like getting all weird hippie where I don't, we don't have like lights on. We try to go with the sunlight kind of stuff, and
it's healthier that way.
Yeah, we have like one of those salt rock things that
Like one of these?
Yeah. Basically, it's like the orange light.
Yeah.
Is all
the pink Himalayan salt.
Once that goes down, like once the sun goes down, the only light we have on in the house is that, because it just kind of helps you set your like melatonin and start to like get sleepy and go to bed earlier. Just like trying to find or follow what the sun is telling us on some levels.
I agree. I mean, I've done a little study up on like how to like a process of like going to sleep, and one of them is to be dimming the lights, no like super bright lights, not looking at your phone much.
Oh yeah, I usually go plug my phone in, and it's like over by the TV.
Yeah.
By like 7:38, just because I'm like, do I really need to look at any more shit?
You don't, because you're at risk of seeing something that might I mean, even if it's like a funny one, like, and then you start laughing, and then that will bring up your energy level a little bit.
Well, dude, it's kind of crazy how much time people spend on their phones for real. But,
Yeah.
We're all kind of victims or we're all kind of like not victims, but we all do that. We all fall to it sometimes. But I do my best to try to stay away from it.
Yeah. Someone sent me like this guy's trying to. He created a phone where you can put your phone into it, but it's like a 6-pound brick phone basically. So every time you're doing it, you're kind of getting tired of carrying it. And then he now leaves his phone in the car when he goes places. Yeah. I mean, I think ultimately we are going to start realizing that we probably should start, or I mean, we are realizing that we do need to separate ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm so thankful for art because that allows me to fill my day with just stuff. I don't have a lot of time to look at things, and I don't really need to. Half the stuff is funny and whatever, but yeah, I think it's time for everyone to just go back to just living pretty normal, but everyone has to capture everything that they end up doing outside though. So that's another whole process of learning too, is don't share everything, but
yeah, I agree. You don't want to be oversharing because maybe give a little give a little mystery to your life. You don't want, because then everybody's going to know what you're doing. Then they're going to have nothing to talk to you about because they already saw it.
I think that's what happens when people get together.
Yeah.
I think when they get together, they're like, oh, you've already seen it. You already know. Right? Uh-huh. And you're like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of taken away from the community vibe of just getting together and not knowing what we're going to talk about and what's going to happen. And, and that's with a lot of these new art friends that I've been able to meet. We were talking about that where it kind of feels like your old childhood kind of friends.
Yeah.
Where we don't have to make a plan. It's never oh, where are we going? Where are we going to go out? Are we drinking? And then it's just can I come over? Are we going to hang out? Are we going to just talk?
Yeah, for sure.
And so I just feel really blessed to have a community that's like that nowadays. And yeah, we make no plans. We just get together and just rap about what everyone's doing, So,
and then maybe you're like, oh, should we do some art?
Yeah. Well, and I honestly I don't do art with people usually. I do it all by myself.
Yeah, that's true.
And, part of my process, like we were talking earlier, I usually turn on a movie. So music is fun. I'll paint to music, but it just gets me really excited. And then movies is a way to do it.
What kind of movies do you put on? Movies you've seen 100 times?
Yes, definitely. Sandlot, Clueless, It, that scary movie.
Okay. The old school It or the new one?
I like the new one.
Okay.
And then Stand By Me, kind of it is a real repeat of the same movies. But you know what? A lot of them are dark,
Yeah.
A lot of them are scary movies and other shit. And I kind of get, I don't know. I don't know what's better about that environment, but it just makes me feel calm.
So you will have sometimes you'll feel not like Sandlot, but then you'll put on a scary movie.
Yeah, I think it just has to deal with the day, probably the weather too, But and if I've seen it too many times.
Yeah.
I just bought a bundle, Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2.
Okay.
But that was Allie was like, why? I'm like, oh, it's so good to paint behind. It's just because I think when I'm painting, I'm in my own thing, but I can hear the background.
Yeah.
And so I can just kind of imagine the movie as I'm working, and it's just I'll laugh, and I don't know, it's kind of fun. But yeah. Anyways, painting with people is kind of different. I don't know if I it's always been a weird thing, but since I've been painting with this group where we're calling it Artist Anonymous, it's been really fun. And like, it's really fun to be around talented people who are just like questioning like their decisions on, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's very vulnerable, I guess. So it's cool.
Art Anon.
Huh?
Art Anon.
Yeah.
I like it. No, that's really good. You do need people to encourage. I keep going back to comedy because like when I was in LA, I wanted to do stand up.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have any like-minded friends to have encouragement.
Oh gosh, yes.
So I kind of I wish I had like a little gathering, or maybe I knew some people that knew where to go. You know.
That's why I'm like, I can't help but feel like we're just aligning. Like it's a real deal thing. Like we are supposed to meet because we're all very much alike, and we all are very encouraging, and yeah, it's like, it's good, dude. I wish you would have found that group.
Yeah.
It does help, and it does like push you forward, and yeah.
Well, now I'm doing this, so.
Well, and I think it's like a fun thing as well. It's, and you know, it's not like you never could have to give up on the comedy thing. It's
No,
like, you know,
true.
that's
Yeah.
always just something you can work on.
Yeah, it's something in my own head that I don't seem to try as hard as I should on that. But it's like I'm so busy with other things, you know. But then I'm creating excuses. It's just sound like I'm creating excuses.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's easy to do. And I just started thinking about it. It's like, yeah, it's just, you got to figure out how to focus it. 'Cause, I had this thing I've been saying to people where I'm like, do you think that, let's just say like 90% of problems can be solved, right?
Yeah.
There's probably like 10% maybe no, you can't solve that problem.
Okay.
But if 90% of them can be solved, are there problems? You know, not really.
Yeah,
It's just
true.
the work and the time and the effort that we have to put towards that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yes, it's hard and it's annoying and
Yeah.
you just don't want to always do it. But yeah, I don't know. I've had to work on myself a lot with decisions I made, you know, drinking and being silly. So over time, it seems a lot easier to challenge myself because the other side of that is just like more clarity or something, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When people ask you what kind of artist are you, do you have a straight up answer for them?
No.
No?
Yeah, I'm always like, oh, yeah, I paint things. Yeah, I wish I had like a description of what my art is. Self-taught artist seems like the best way to describe my art because I don't know.
How do you teach it, really?
Well, and, you know, because I felt like, yeah, the people who got educated for art, they know the direction they were going. And you know what I mean? Like for me, I have no idea. It was just like trial and error, figure it out. I like where I'm at with it now. And I like where it's going. So, and now I have more of a story with it and stuff. So it's, yeah, I need to nip that in the butt though. I need to figure out like how I just say it. Cause I think it's really annoying to a lot of people when they're like, oh, you're an artist. What kind of, I'm like,
This is, you can show them, right?
yeah. But then that seems like pretentious too. Like, look at my stuff. But,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. You know, it's just I'm an artist, true and true. I guess it's like, for sure, this was meant for me. And even like, you know, I'm a fucking grown ass adult.
Yeah.
Deciding to not go back to work and to just try to figure out art. So
Yeah. Did you you were used to cut hair, and you fully are off that, right?
you know, I am not fully off of it.
Are you doing like on the side sometimes? Or?
Yes, I have a lot of clients who still want me to cut their hair. So
Okay.
I'm like not gonna take that away.
Of course.
It's definitely helping me as I'm like navigating through this new part of my art thing, you know? But it feels correct and it feels right to just have made the decision that I don't want to go back to work and I don't want to return to a salon environment. because I think I was kind of confusing like the universe a little bit of like what my real dream is, and that's art, and then hair being like what I relied on to live off of, you know?
Yeah.
And so when I got fired, I was like, yo, this is it. Like, I'm just not doing it anymore. So it kind of was like a blessing, to be honest.
Yeah, you were like, I'm gonna go look for another salon,
No, I didn't even think about it. You know, I got in my car, I got fired, and I got in my car, and I called my wife, and I was like, yo, I got fired. And her like first response was, well, I guess it's time for art. And I was like,
Wow.
yo, I'm thinking the same thing. I was just
You're
like, yes. No, Allie's amazing.
That's so supportive. I love that.
Yeah, because no, I mean, it definitely could have, most relationships, it's going to go the other way. It's going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, you need to figure this out. But yeah, I have a wife that truly believes in me, and I'm super grateful for that and for her. And yeah, it's been, I haven't worked in 5 months, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the same salon that I knew you from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was there for 23 years or something like that. Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, just randomly. You don't have to we don't have to get in the weeds
No,
of that.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny because I've left mystery around it for people that don't know about it. But yeah, I don't know. I worked there. I was a part of their team for 17 years, and then I went rental because I was like really trying to make art work better. So I needed my own time and schedule. And then I was kind of sick of running my own schedule. So I was like, hey, can I come back? And when I came back, it just was different. And I just think it's more of a standard thing. I was just so used to a certain environment, a certain way, and it definitely changed.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was asking for more quality to come to the place, they were just basically telling me like, shut up.
Wow.
So
Toxic.
yeah. So, and you know what? It is what it is. I definitely like, still have love for people that work there. And I don't know, I think I'm a lot about just letting things go. I think that, there's just freedom in forgiveness. Yeah. Forgiveness is freedom. I don't care, we were just not on the same page anymore. And definitely because I was focusing on being an artist and just trying to take care of my clients, and I wanted like a certain standard for them, So it's cool that they let me go. And it seems weird because I was very, we've hung out with all of those people. Yeah. But the idea is I saw them at a wedding and they all came and gave me a hug.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys fired me.
Really?
Yeah. And I was just like, whatever.
Well, it's not, it was like one person that's narrowed, or two, right? That narrowed it down to firing you. It wasn't like a whole team.
Oh, there was like 4 people in the office.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And all 4 of them came at
No,
this
you
wedding?
know what? I think 3 of them were just trying to talk it out and figure out what the solution could be. And then the other one came in and just like, I don't know, he was just hot-headed.
Yeah.
I know that about that. Yeah.
I think I already know who you're talking about.
So when that goes down, I'm like, because I'm really trying to control like my thoughts, emotions, and actions,
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let someone like that provoke me and make me get, agitated or upset.
Of course.
So it just happened. And then I don't know. I know that he couldn't handle how cool, calm, and collective I was. So it made him upset. And I think it was probably impulse to like say you're fired. And I honestly was like, all right, like, okay, cool.
I'm going to get my stuff. And
yeah, I had a bunch of art in the salon. I just grabbed that down first. And then I grabbed all my stuff and put it in a blanket and like hoboed out of there. But
did you do like a well, see you later or anything like that?
I went and said goodbye to like 2 of the gals, and I don't know. I've been there so long. I know how like when you're getting fired into like in a culture kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Just go. Don't even try to like defend it or fight it or whatever.
Well, yeah,
And-
it's like, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, and then it's like, and then 2 minutes later, my wife's like, "Cool, you're gonna do art," and it's like, so life just went on. It was like that quick, kind of, but yeah,
It's like one of one of those chapters of your life that kind of the page had to be turned and on to the next chapter.
well, yeah, I wanted to like, I think a part of like what I'm after, as far as just being this artist and person that decided to not kind of conform to the thing, to try to really create my own thing.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to like put yourself through like the risk period, and that's what I feel like this is yeah, I'm not going to go get a job. I'm going to make it work. So, and with the help of, clients and selling art and getting things like lined up for other stuff, it's hopefully it'll work. But, yeah, so I'm like kind of putting myself there to push myself,
Yeah, you don't want to go through life saying, what if, why, I should have done this, I should have tried that. It's just like you just got to go. Sometimes you just got to pull the trigger and just go forward with it.
Yeah. I think that's like, it felt like it was that moment, I think a lot of people getting fired, and especially after like the extent of time I was there, it would probably devastate them. But I was kind of like, cool, this is just like a sign, Yeah. So
You had like such a healthy way of responding to this.
well, I've done a lot of work to just not react like in a, I can't hold on to things. I don't want to be bitter. It's all stress and crap. So I had something today that I got an email I was doing the city of San Clemente utility box.
Oh, I like those. Those are so cool.
Yeah, so I submitted, and I thought I don't know. I was probably too confident. But yeah, they were like, "Yo, you didn't make it."
Oh,
And that's like, it kind of threw me off today. I was like, "Oh shit." But I did react probably dumb, but I reacted dumb to like myself in front of my wife,
Oh,
But then I called a friend, called Dallin, amazing artist.
yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, this is how I feel." And then he was just like, "Yo, just chill." So
There's always the next one, right?
yeah, but I think it was just, all of this is like my own maturity of like, old Adam just said it, like what the, And
Yeah.
so now I'm just trying to process it and be like, yeah, I don't really want to burn the bridge. And I talked to Shane too. Shane works for the city, or like the art committee and art crawl.
You thought you had it in maybe because you knew him or something, or
No, I told him I didn't get in, and like what was going on, and like that I was about to react kind of like,
like fuck, like
yeah,
pissed off and
Yeah, I was probably gonna say
cursing
like
someone.
whatever. Yeah. And then he was just like, "Yeah, no, I get it, but I'm glad you're just deciding to be cool and whatever."
Yeah.
Because what's cool is like, yeah, other friends are involved. Like I hope like other buddies get the boxes, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I thought like, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been here forever. This will work. So the good thing is, I think you're supposed to be handed those moments so that you can like do it correctly instead of reacting and being upset or, so process it and then move on. But yeah, it's just still like a bummer, you're like, dang it.
Yeah.
But it's still like, I guess I'm still in consideration for like the other boxes that they're going to offer, whatever. So
Yeah, if you did decide to respond in like a hot-headed negative, they'll be like, well, we don't want, like, we might consider you for the future if you respond in a positive way, but if you respond in a hot-headed negative way, then they're just be like, I don't want to deal with this guy.
Yeah, well, and you know what? A lot of people have like, I've had this moment, because I don't think I'm hot-headed. I'm just very passionate, and I'm like
Yeah.
actually taking, like I said, this is like, it's always been a risk. I've
Yeah, of
always put
course.
all my time and energy into this thing, and almost, never counted how much money or anything is, that's going into it. Just like, I believe in it,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. The hot-headed moments, I think, are just like, it's hard, but of course, yeah, I want to be professional and I want to figure that out. So, yeah, I'm learning, and it used to be like, yeah, I just react way more. I do think there's like a fine line. I want to definitely stand in my shoes and like defend my shit,
Yeah, of course.
But I don't have to be an asshole, Like I really don't. I've been one, done that. I'm trying to learn. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by the way you do handle things and the way your disposition on. Yeah, it's what you gotta be. You just gotta roll with the punches, and like there's only you're gonna get these no's, but then you're gonna get that one yes, and then there'll be less no's between the next yes, and then less no's between the next yes, and
it's all building blocks too.
Yeah.
It's all like teaching you the next thing. Yeah. This is me reacting to the city. You know what I mean? I was about to write some shit that was like hilarious to them. They're all real professionals, you know? But I was, and I'm glad I think about these things because, your reaction and your response, I just want to be like on point with all that stuff. So it's all daily stuff to work
take
on.
it a day at a time with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I don't think you ever get to like, no one gets to be perfect. That's not a thing, but the idea.
Nor would you want to be.
Yeah. I mean, what is that word? But the idea is like, I think I'm never finished working on myself because I plan on working on myself like every day, So there isn't like a cutoff point.
There isn't.
No.
Not until you're dead. There shouldn't be until you're dead because it's about the journey, not the final thing.
And well, for me though, like that's the hard part too, is like, being an artist is this thing too.
Yeah.
Like putting yourself out there still where, I don't think people have like given up, but people are definitely content with their shit,
Yeah.
And I think content is like giving up a little bit.
Of course.
That's not like working on yourself.
Too comfortable in there, and they don't want it. They don't want any change.
No, I mean, they're like, I make this much and I get to do this. And I'm like, it's so boring.
Yeah.
But, so the risk and reward kind of sounds a lot more interesting,
Yeah, but once you get that reward with all that risk included, it's more of a meteor result. It's like it's a way more, you savor that result.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No. And and I just, any type of rewards I get from it, I just want more time. Like it's the idea of success with art for me, and to try to make this happen for real is just to give me more time to create. Because if the capital's there and I can chill and pay the bills and, then I can just sit and think and make, So, and that's the goal. And I guess it's like, you would just hope that you're encouraging others to like, take their own leaps and figure out their own things, because I always wanted to make my own things. I didn't want to have to do stuff for others. And hairdressing was cool like that. It was like just my version of what they want. And,
there's art behind that for sure.
Yeah. And like the work environment was chill. You can be whatever, you can wear whatever, so a lot of like no rules kind of, less rules for me. Not because I'm, I just think, rules. That sounds weird, just that word. But just have integrity, do things correctly, But
do you think from the skill set that you acquired as being a hairstylist, do you think you've applied that to, because you have to be very detailed, You have to be very precise. Do you think you've carried that some of those skills and applied it to your art making?
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty much, yeah. Again, I set a lot of things up that will work for me, but yeah, I think it's helped. Just like hairdressing helped me just talk to the right people. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like it helped me do. Creative side of it, the cutting hair, I forgot what I'm doing. That became so.
It's like robotic in a way.
Yeah. Now it became more about like, I've always had the pleasure of having like some pretty gnarly people sit in my chair, and they have a lot of information for me to acquire. Like I just pick brains, and that's taught me a lot, and a lot more of, more business plan. I don't know, like just getting my own education through all their education somehow,
Yeah, well, when you're like, it's I always hear like you're the therastylist basically, where people sit there uncomfortably because like they feel obligated to talk, and then they're just going to talk about anything at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah, and eventually you have most of my clients. They all were people for like 15 years and longer, so we know everything about each other, and we've shared every story. So at that point, it's kind of most of my clients, it's like you're seeing an uncle or cousin, or they're all kind of family. And the ones that I'm still doing, they're all we're close. It's been years of like me being in their world.
That's a long time to be. You not only they're your clients, that you become actual friends with them, and
the next move is they're all like, we need to buy art. Like, yes, you do.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
But I'm not going to push it. It's just, and I would like really want people to want it. I want them to be drawn to that piece or whatever.
Yeah.
Not try to really push it. But
I kind of feel the same way when I'm like, I ask people to come on the show, and if I'm having to really push for them to come on and have to keep asking, I'm just like, you know what? if they don't express interest, you gotta be. If you express interest and you say you want to be on, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, I keep asking and asking, I'm just like, you know what? They don't want to do it. They don't. So.
And I guess that's just the way this place is nowadays. People tell you who they are.
Yeah.
They'll show you. But I guess it's the idea of being smart enough to not let it bug you, and move forward, move on. You're not worried about it.
Yeah, I've had some rejections. But speaking of like going to a salon and you have like those people, like someone to talk to and such, I shaved my head, and I used to go to Golden Crown, and I was known by name by all the guys that worked there. I even had Corey Danger on my radio when I was doing the radio portion of my show.
Yeah.
And I had two of the guys, I'm blanking on their names right now, but I had them on as well. So I was getting really close with them, and I shaved my head, and I haven't gone all year. So I should just go in and just say hello one of these days. I keep forgetting to do that.
No, yeah, I love Corey. I went to beauty school with him, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So you went with Lauren.
Yeah. No, and there's this gal, Lindsay. But then Corey and I. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I love to see him every once in a while. We'll be like, what up?
Yeah.
And then...
he's a sweetheart. I really like that guy.
Yes, he truly is. And this guy, Bob.
Oh, Bob. Yeah, he was on my show.
Yeah. Bob's awesome.
Yeah.
I've known Bob forever. So, yeah, just like those dudes are all good dudes.
Yeah. And Bob lives over in San Clemente, I believe, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Do you ever hang out with him?
I don't we used to hang out a long time ago, and then now I don't get to hang out with him as much as I probably should. But he did buy like a shirt or something from me recently.
Okay.
Nice. I remember driving up to his place and
dropping off.
Yeah. Maybe it was a hat.
Okay.
He got a hat, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, no, Bob's tight. So he tattooed me. I have like a.
Oh, you do? You have I didn't know you did tattoos. Oh, maybe like off this
those are old. That was compound days. Dude. It was like a tattoo in a kitchen.
Gotcha.
I got
Okay.
a freaking Jersey Shore tattoo.
Jersey Shore. What's the Jersey Shore importance? Or is just like one of those?
It was so fun. It's a skateboard bet between my best friend Jake. It was like how we were older and we're like however many stairs you can ollie. Anyways, we gave ourselves a month. He ended up ollieing more stairs than me. So you had to get nobody's ugly after 2 a.m. tattooed somewhere on you. And the person's initials.
Okay.
So I got it.
It's not too bad, but at least it's not a butthole. You know?
I made it look like a hangman, and then I made like the line say nobody's ugly after 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then, but Bob tattooed that
Where'd you put it?
just on my calf.
Okay.
It's very like ghetto and like all black.
And it's like mixed up with other tattoos too, right?
A lot of my stuff is kind of like that. But yeah, no, Bob's tight.
Do you, so skating, you've been like skating forever, I could imagine.
Yeah, I've been skating for 20 something years.
Is that like
26 years.
is that like an outlet for you when you like, is it, well, obviously it's good exercise, but is it kind of like, I think I saw something, you're like, oh, I've been needing to skate all day or like the last few days. Like, do you kind of like, maybe like say you're having like a creative rut? Is that something you go do, is go skate to like kind of like get out of it?
Yeah, no, I think it's super important. For me, it's a lot of different things. It's like morning movement is what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's important to get up and go move your body. And then I get to be outside. And now I go to San Juan skate park a lot, like every morning. And we have like a kind of a crew of us.
That's cool.
Of us older guys, I guess. So it's been like a community now, and we're all there every morning and kind of encouraging each other. And I think that for me, it's now become, now that I'm like living this new routine of not going to work, it's like the first thing I do because it helps me just get moving, and it kind of like,
Of course, yeah.
It does clear all the thoughts and confusion, and I can kind of start planning my day as I'm like over there skating and rolling around. And then, I just try to make it like I got to go home by 9:30 or 10, so that I really get to work,
Yeah.
So, but for sure it's important. For sure it helps me stay pretty balanced, and I do think it's, I'm just, I'll be 42 this year. I'm just so grateful that I get to do it. And I get to do it like every day now. And I get to do it and like be scared of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why am I trying this?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so fun.
Have you ever had any like nasty injuries along the way? I'm sure.
When I was young, I like really did it. Like
you
was
took some big
jumping
risks.
down stuff.
Yeah.
Luckily, I got out of not really having some major stuff happen. Definitely rolled my ankles but like broke my toe and my finger. Like nothing went crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm grateful. That was that I was just gonna say there's so many things that like when I was drinking, I should have gotten in a lot more trouble, but I just like scathed past that. And then like skating when I was trying to do stuff that was a lot harder. I just kind of got through those. But yeah.
I tried skating, I think, how old was I? I think I was like 10 or something. Let's just say 10. And I could barely do an ollie. I could like sometimes get the board to flip to try to do a kick flick, but I could barely even ollie.
Yeah.
And then I went into do sector 9s and I just street
cruised.
loosed. Yeah. I'm more like the longboard type guy if you're surfing.
No, I mean shit. It doesn't matter how you're rolling. You know? I think it's just like a fun thing for people to do. And I mean, I still think, it was annoying for people when I was young because like we're like shitheads and we're like skating out front and screaming at people. Whatever.
Yeah.
now I think it's still annoying for people that it's like, I'm this old and I'm still skating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's still that exciting for me that it's just this thing that I get to do. It's so stupid, but it's so fun.
It's well, I mean, I wouldn't even say that it's stupid. But
I mean,
like
I'm
it
just
was,
saying, you know, like in a funny way. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
it's like not actually like an everyday like. I mean, but it's. I think it's just what you're saying is being out there, having a routine, breathing a little hard when you're trying to do a trick, and risking maybe not getting too hurt, but you might get a little scrape here and there. And
Well, yeah, dude, I just think about the idea that I meet other adults and, you know, I don't have, thank God, you know, I'm with Allie, my wife forever.
Yeah.
She's so accepting of, we've allowed each other to be each other. That was like always the thing, just, you
Yep.
know, and, yeah, I think about how funny it is to tell people that I skateboard, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes, and they're like, oh, but for real? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I skate. And it just seems like such a childish thing. Most of my friends that are like single and dating, you know,
yeah,
like, would you say you skateboard, you know, on your date? You probably wouldn't.
I think-
you'd probably be like,
I think it's better than saying you like as in a hobby. You like reading is kind of a boring hobby, right? Like say you skate or like I surf or I fish. I think it's an acceptable thing
yeah,
to
it's
say.
gotten to that degree, I guess. But yeah, I like the idea that it's like, yeah, no, I don't golf. I go to the skate park.
Yeah.
You know, that's like my golf course.
Got it.
And I found out that golf courses are just kind of places where people network
and
for
hang.
money.
Yeah.
And on some level now, is like all of us being adults at the park that I'm going to, yeah, we're all like, I want to subscribe to my buddy's magazine and, you know, all these
Yeah.
things. So on some level, we're all doing that too, trying to like help each other out and make sure the community grows. And yeah.
Yeah, and like what's happened like in the last, say you've been skating for like 25 years, it's been grown to such an acceptance. Like, you know, you had to find places to skate, but now there's so many skate parks to choose from. Like
yeah.
at least every city's got a handful of them, I would say, you know.
Well, and we still like,
Or at least one.
We still complain though, because it's like San Juan took 15, 20 years, you know,
Yeah.
San Clemente, same. It's like, it took them so long to commit to that. And
Yeah.
That's just weird. And then damn, pickleball courts went up in 2 seconds when
Yeah.
that became like the trend, you know?
Mhm.
And so that just seems a little bit weird. But because some things are gonna be forever. Skateboarding's been here for a very long time.
Yep.
And I think what's crazy and cool, like now I'll see there's a lot of like females and young girls and different like little kids, like more people seem to be stoked on it again.
Of course.
And so yeah, it's kind of like maybe the fire's lit a little bit for people, which is cool.
Especially for kids, they get to now investigate and study and watch all these YouTubes on how to do a kickflip, how to
Yeah.
grind
Well, and then
on a bar or whatever.
and my favorite thing, like I explained it, I had like a short film I did with Brad.
I caught a little bit of that.
Yeah, and I described something in there where I was saying like, you know, skateboarding and art are similar, where it's you know, here's paint, here's a canvas, like there's a direction of what you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
but yours is gonna look like yours, like your kickflip is gonna look like your kickflip.
Yes.
No one else's kickflip. So we're all doing the same thing, but they all look different, you know?
Your
And
style.
Yeah. And it is this unique thing that you get to have that no one else gets to have. And it's, yeah, like stuff like that makes me stoked on it, you know? That's what's inspiring about it. And I think maybe the sad thing about all those kids having all this stuff at their fingertips, they'll probably compare themselves to that too much and not realize it's like their own style. Because like they're watching the kid do the kickflip, they want to do it like how he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
True.
But for sure to start, do that. Or just go to the skate park and get kind of hassled a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, because that was a big part of it. It's just putting yourself in the middle. And
Yeah.
like learning and dealing. Skateboarders are all pretty nice. If you love what you're doing, that's what we're all doing too.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it nice too? Like that's like two communities you now have. You have the skateboard community and you have the art. I mean, skating. All what you're saying is considered a form of. It can be considered a form of art.
yeah.
So you have like two groups that you regularly get to meet with. I mean, that's a nice thing to have.
Well,
Or do you have any other groups that?
No, but the idea too is like, I don't know. I'm like, I haven't drank in almost 4 years, 8 months or something. And I didn't have any friends for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Everything went dark and it was very weird. And I still, I have friends. They're probably not going to even watch this because that's like friends.
My dad won't even watch this.
Oh yeah, who cares? But yeah, these friends, some of them are still friends, but yeah, no, it felt very lonely and I didn't know what was going on. And now like the art community aligned. That's why I'm like, it's aligning. That's because even the people I'm meeting, how they are and what they're about and everything involved with them is like, it's dead on. And I think, I don't know, as we all get older, it's weird to think you're going to meet new friends. Everyone's still hung up on this idea that you got to have your old friends. And it's like, fuck that, dude. They're old friends because they're old friends. And I'm trying to pay attention to like, if I close the door's closed. And just respect my own boundaries of what I want from a friend, And I thought I had a pretty gnarly list of like what I wanted for a friend. It's probably too much for anyone to match.
You're saying after you went sober?
Yeah, when I went sober and I realized I had all this like lonely time.
Yeah.
And I had to just navigate through all that. And the more I realized I'm not going to be upset that I don't have these people and I'm not going to bother them to be my friends. I'm just going to figure it out. And I said, if I have any new friends, I want like this, and this.
Yeah.
And and if I say all those words, none of my friends have that, like straight up. So what happened is, as time has gone on, all of a sudden these people just started like dropping in my life with all of the qualities and ideas that I was like really wanting. And so, I feel like I'm in a very special part of my life right now because it's the shift happened. And it's like the thing I didn't think was going to happen, like having new friends and like as an adult, people I want to spend most of my time with, so, and like I was saying earlier, it's like this little kid thing, like, hey, what are you doing? Can I come over?
Yeah.
Like for what? For nothing. Just to hang out.
Yeah. There shouldn't be what are we doing? We'll figure it out.
It is with friends these days now, especially as adults. You're like, well, what are we doing? Are we going to go here? Are we going to play? Are we going to go, is it like a movie? Is it bowling?
Yeah.
No, dude, it's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just talking. So, again, these are moments that are like, they've transpired and I couldn't be more thankful. And it is just mainly artists and skaters right now that I'm getting to hang out with. So
I would say almost living the dream, right?
Yes.
Kind of.
Well, what's cool is like, I don't know, my wife and
don't get too comfortable, right?
We've been together. Allie and I have been together since we were young,
Yeah.
And now we're like these adults. I don't really believe in age anymore, but the idea is we're these adults that just kind of are always ourselves like this whole time. And so it's just being like a skater artist is exactly kind of what I've always been. So, I feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm trapped in it. And I don't feel like it's this thing that I'm not letting go of, like to grow up or whatever. Cause I'm definitely more grown up than most grown-ups, I don't I think emotional maturity is adulthood.
Yeah.
And like kids and salary and like homeowning or whatever, that doesn't make you an adult. It doesn't. It's a part of being an adult. I hope you have all the other stuff figured out that makes you an adult.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah. Yeah, just believing it's like a real thing. Yeah.
I was gonna say, back to the rooster. What was
Yeah.
like the next piece that like you're like, oh shit, like I'm actually doing it. I've elevated. Is there, would it be on that Instagram? Did you post it?
I don't know. Yeah, I think my most recent stuff for sure is like stuff I've been most impressed with. But
Yeah, I was like scrolling through. I'm like, I'm seeing like,
see,
I'm seeing,
I have like a lot of old. This is all old stuff, and I just kept it to make sure like
it's good to
like,
have the catalog.
yeah, a playlist of where I came from. But yeah, as of lately, definitely like my stuff is where I want it to be, I guess.
So how did you get to the inspiration? It seems like you do skulls, a lot of palm trees, like desert style with light pastels. Like, how did you get to that kind of range of what you're doing?
I think I'm attracted to like that style, the desert, the colors and stuff that I don't know, kind of looks like it's just matte or dusty. You know, the desert has like that look to it a little bit. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as like time has gone on, I just started playing with a bunch of different things. Now my subjects are real subjects, you know, like as much as I like grew up looking for skate spots, you know, as a kid, like you're trained to like look at every single thing. Now I'm just looking for things to paint. And so now that's what I think the biggest change in my art. This was like a period where I feel like I just totally, yeah, this is when it all kind of was like, okay, this is the direction I'm heading. And that was when I think I did something at Memphis. Yeah, that's like the flyer. There's a restaurant in Costa Mesa called Memphis that I had art in there for like the whole month.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, that was sick. But you know what's crazy is now Doheny Cafe in Dana Point. It's like my art's in there every day.
Still, because I was like looking at it, like it looks like it's been there for, or
It's
you
a
did
few
that years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's still, and I could still put new art in there. That was like a turning point for me, was Danielle giving me that opportunity. Because I just have a public place where my art gets to be displayed like every day, you know?
There's a more elaborate cock.
Yeah, I was like doing a bunch of different ones.
So from Doheny, did you ever get any inquiries? Anybody interested in buying?
Yeah, no, I've sold stuff out of there, and I've had other clients kind of come from it.
Uh-huh.
There's this couple, I think they kind of live close around here, to be honest. They've reached out. They've purchased like 4 paintings.
Oh,
now.
wow.
Like had me do a couple commissions for them. And so, and yeah, they actually own some hotels. So hoping to do some work with them with that. That's kind of the next step.
Mm-hmm.
And actually a painting I'm working on right now. I had a friend reach out and she's like, why aren't you tagging this place? Because it's like an actual place.
Yeah.
And I didn't even put it on my, like, you know, she sent them my thing. And they're like, tell him to send that to us.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shoot. All right. Sorry.
Are you not allowed to say yet what you...
Oh, no, it's Pioneer Motel. It's
okay.
Out there in Joshua Tree.
Okay.
But yeah, we stayed out there. And that's these new paintings I'm working on are all real photos of places we go to and places we like. And
it's in Joshua Tree?
yes. It's right next to Pappy and Harriet's.
Oh, I keep hearing
like,
about that place and I got to check it out.
Yeah, it's awesome. We were out there for my wife's birthday. Yeah, I'm painting like that building right there.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, see, it's like so funny. I didn't realize there's so many photos of like the same exact photo that I took, basically. Yeah.
It's so picturesque. Like you don't even have to do much to like get us all a picture of it.
So sick. Yeah, we stayed there one night. My wife's, it was like a birthday present kind of for her. But there's a band playing at Pappy and Harriet's, and we just got a room at Pioneer Motel.
So that's just like a little like, is that like the
That's like,
office?
Yeah, that's where you check in.
Okay.
And then it's
Pretty
so
small hotel.
weird. Oh yeah, see that photo up there is like that's what the rooms are. Yeah, it's really small. The rooms are small.
Yeah, that looks so cool though.
There's no TV. There's no radio. There's nothing.
What about the restrooms? This is a decent restroom and showers.
Restrooms and stuff are nice. It's not, and the bed's nice. It's like, it's just minimal.
Yeah.
So you just hang out.
Okay.
But,
and so you have a piece working on this.
Yes, I was literally painting that all day. And that's where, so I'm going to hopefully tag them and maybe they'll share it. And
That's the challenge with artists and marketing. It's like you either are really good at artists or if you can meet between them in the middle of being a really good marketing.
That's where I would love to be there, like right in the middle. But I'm still a real artist, but yeah, I want it to work. I'm not like opposed to that stuff.
Yeah.
So and you know what I love? I keep telling people this, there's not one artist that found success the same way. They just haven't. Everyone's figured out their own success in their art. You know? I mean, yeah, advertisement or commercial art or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, individually, all of my friends who are successful artists, yeah, they have like way different ways that it happened. Different companies and different things that they've done. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like kind of endless.
I think it's so funny when people go, this is how I got successful. It doesn't even have to be art. I'm like, well, it's so unique to that person that you're like, I don't see how I'm going to be able to do it that way. But then people always want to hear how they got there. But still, you're not going to, I don't think you're going to, maybe you can apply certain themes, but like not the exact same lineage, the same steps that they took,
Yeah. No, I think, yeah. Just listen to yourself. It's, I don't know. I'm healthy selfish. Like, I think selfish is like a thing people like to use to make people feel bad. But yeah, make sure you do you.
Very important. It's like before you you have to put on the gas mask before you, or the oxygen mask before you pass off to your child in an airplane having turbulence and such.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and it makes
that's an extreme example, but
no, you know what? That should just be the point, because I think that that's what I was trying to say with maturity and some like parents these days. It's like it's not necessarily there because you didn't take care of yourself first. You're not able to direct yourself on these things. So how are you going to direct something else?
You do have to. I think I don't think there's anything wrong with being selfish when it comes to certain things, especially when you need to like, take some me time and try to figure out your own, your positives and negatives. Like how are you able to manage these situations?
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't realize that's like, people really are kind of afraid of themselves. Yeah, like they don't like to sit there and figure it out. And that's why there's like a lot of distractions out there for everyone to just go get lost in. Yeah. So, but yeah, like the harsh truth sucks, but it's so much better once you figure that out.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta start realizing to stay away from my search page on Instagram. It's like going into a hallway of sins. And I go like to search for something, and I'm like, what was I here for?
No, it's easy. It's easy. And like, what's crazy is my wife, she hasn't done social media in 10 years, 12 years. Wow. So yeah, she'll catch me. She'll just be like, you're on your phone.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah.
Like and that, hunched over.
Yeah, she doesn't even get memes and stuff. You know what I mean? Her brain's so not trained to see this stuff on a regular day basis that I have to like explain it. Like it's almost like and she's not a grandma, but it's like explaining it to your grandma. I'm like, so they said this. Yeah, yeah, this is that. This okay, now you can watch it. Yeah. And then, because she just doesn't, she's very removed from it.
That's healthy, I think, in a way.
It's healthy, but it's costed her a lot on some level because people really like you said, everyone watches everyone's lives thinking that they're like paying attention to their friends, but they're kind of not, you know? And with her not being able to see what everyone's doing and them not to see her, it kind of created a separation sometimes because it's like people almost feel weird when you don't interact with them, like on their social media. It's kind of a strange thing. But yeah, So I think for a long time people thought she was like ghosting their messages and just doing stuff, but she just turned it off.
I'm disconnected, man.
Yeah.
But it's again, I think it is. I think that's going to be even happening a lot more. I think maybe like we're getting to. I mean, this whole AI generated the Sora 2 that just came out.
Yo.
It's like ridiculously. It's ridiculous how it's fun, but it's like we're going to get to a point where it's like all the Agent Smiths and the Matrix are taking over, and then we're gonna want to leave because we don't know what's real anymore.
Oh no.
And we're gonna want to disconnect.
Yeah. Not knowing what is real or not real is just, it's here. It's upon us. And so, yeah, it's kind of crazy that people want to still play with it.
Yeah, there's this game called Body Cam. I mentioned this a few times on this, but it is like I like to play Call of Duty, but there's still that level of like this isn't real, but you're watching this Body Cam game. It looks way too real. It looks like just straight up murder the whole time.
Yikes. Yeah, no, and that's probably like my nephews are playing that shit.
Yeah.
But again, it's hard. Because I realize how much I'm just so like focused on, I'm like so tunnel vision on my shit that I don't have time for all this other stuff. But I just don't want to put anyone else down for their things that they enjoy.
True.
But yeah, like I've had my nephews, I'm like, I just wish they weren't so heavily involved in the game stuff. But again, hopefully this is all going to force people to like go outside more.
Yeah, of course.
At some point, or put down your phone more, but there's like a counterbalance to that too. Cause it's like all of us are trying to put our stuff out there. And then there's like, okay, if everyone gets over it, then but that's why I enjoy like having art in a public place, stuff like that. That's like way more exciting to me than sharing a post,
Yeah. What are your thoughts on like AI generated art?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's wild. I'm so dumb with technology. I don't even barely mess with it. So AI art is something I for sure won't mess with. I don't
kind of
see
Pandora's
myself.
box.
But there's a lot of things you can't like get away from either.
True.
Like your phone's already doing AI stuff for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I think about, because my art it's all photos that I've taken. And I usually collage, and I do like different backgrounds and patterns, but I noticed that like I could actually just crop certain things out quicker, because I used to sit there and trace it, like cut it out with a little pencil thing. And now you can like put your finger on it and it'll just pull that palm tree out, this cactus
saves
out.
some time.
And then I can put them all together. Yeah, but that's AI, I guess. So on some level, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I have an idea that the more we let this stuff help us, the dumber we're gonna get, And
True.
And I use an example of like how we came from the generation of remembering phone numbers.
We don't remember anybody's phone number.
No. And that's fine, because it's in our phone. That's just the example of what retaining information will be when everything is done for us.
Yeah.
You're basically going to be like soup up there. You're not even going to think. You're just like, oh, I just pushed this button and it does that.
Yeah.
I just pushed this button and it does that. So I want to use my brain as much as I can, just to keep it going.
Of course.
The best way I try to explain it to people too is the brain is like the strongest or the biggest muscle in our body. And what do you do when you need to, you need to use your muscles. You need to work on it. Like you need to work out. And so why aren't you mentally working out like daily? But
yeah, I feel like I need to be reading a little bit more because I feel what your brain does, it's more active and what it's grabbing.
You retain it.
Yeah, you're actively trying to get that information rather than like say you're watching a documentary about the same subject. You're reacting to the thing. So your brain's not really doing the active.
Well, and the idea
process.
of the phone number scenario, like all of that seems like, yeah, we're kind of screwed the more we allow something to do everything for us.
Yeah.
And reading actual books, you can retain it. writing everything down with a pen and paper helps you really retain it. And these are all things that they're removing from people to do. And I'm like, oh, they don't want anyone to retain anything anymore. They just don't. So that's what's different is it's like, oh, no, the biggest thing I got was like when I started writing a bunch of stuff down. It's like it really sticks in my head, you know.
As opposed to like writing in your notes.
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, it's true.
It's very strange. It just doesn't stay the same way. So
I gotta get a notebook like that. That's nice. It's a nice one.
well, I mean, it's like $10 at Target.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just has a bunch of things. Brad and I are working on another documentary right now, or like a short film. It's like 4 years since we filmed the other one.
Yeah.
So I've just been putting a lot of notes of things I want in that.
What kind of documentary?
It's just like the first one is me telling my story as an artist, you know, where I was at then. And then this one is kind of like the updated version of 4 years later. And it's the things I was talking about and asking for in the other documentary are like now happening. And now that's in the new film. And so he's been there to film Art Crawl. He's been there to film.
I've never seen Brad at Art Crawl. I've been to every one.
He left before it started.
Always like gets there really early.
Yeah, because I would get there at 3 to help set up artists and stuff.
Okay.
So we're filming like just all the things that I'm involved with and what I'm working on and what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm like, I think we're close to like wrapping, he said. I think we're filming an interview and like that might be it.
Okay.
Because we've started filming it last year in like November or something.
Oh, wow.
Like, and all it is Brad's very busy. He's been doing a lot of projects and like has movies coming out and stuff. So when he had time, he would like hit me up and we'd meet up and just film a day. And so we filmed 3 weeks ago, I think. We filmed like 2 days in a row.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he like got my daily routine where I go, all this stuff. So yeah, I'm excited because it's, you know, when the first time I got the opportunity to do that with Brad, I didn't know what I got to do yet. You know, it was like this weird thing that I got to share my story, you know, and now I'm like ready for it to share more because it's like so many things have changed. And I didn't talk a lot about the idea that I just got sober then, you know, like from drinking. And I was only 6 months of not drinking. So I still like now I'm like, oh, dude, I was still so like wet brained and not totally functioning like the way that I am today. So yeah, so it's like
clear headed.
Yeah, I'm like super excited to see what comes together, you know. It's kind of like this, like you and I are just talking about stuff. I'll go home and be like, what did I talk about? You know? And then and then I'll be able to see it or hear it later and I'll be like, oh, okay. And that's kind of like Brad will come and film, we'll get all this stuff, and then he'll send me some things or clips or once he puts it together, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, yeah. So.
He's really come along too.
Oh, dude, it's incredible.
Because like I could imagine he would. I don't really know. We kind of fell off for some years, but we recently started following each other, and I remember him starting doing some mini documentaries years ago, right?
And that's how it started. He came over to do like a 3-minute thing, like who are you, what do you do, what are your interests, like real quick. And we filmed one day, and then he's like, I think I want to film another day. And I'm like, okay. So he came the next day, and then he's like, I think I'm going to turn this into like a short film. So that's what we did. We filmed like 5 or 6 days. And then he entered it into like some film festivals.
Yeah.
He won an award for it. It was like the best.
That's awesome.
It was the best short in this one thing that we did. So that was cool. And then we were like, whoa. And then from there, he did this other full-length movie that just came out on Amazon and all these other places.
Yeah.
And then he has another one that's like getting figured out right now. It's going to be a big project.
Yeah.
And he's working on another guy's film. So he's paid up with what he's working on. And, you know, the other thing, him and I are sharing the same concept. It's like, we don't want to do the job. Like, we don't want to show up to the thing and give somebody else all of our money, you know,
Work for
work
yourself.
for them. Yeah. Like, just do our own job. And he took the risk, and now it's working, you know? And so, and I appreciate that he's sharing his talent with me and like capturing who I am, so that in turn helps me get further along with this as well. So yeah, it's like, he's just straight up homie for real.
You've been friends with him like what, more than 20 years? 30 maybe?
With Brad?
Yeah.
No, you know what's weird is I met him through Jay.
Okay.
And that was like, yeah, we talked about it. When we did the short film, we didn't really know each other.
Oh, okay.
We were like, we've known each other, we've seen each other, like how you and I at some points, we kind of saw each other throughout lives,
Yeah.
you know? And then it was like, yeah, after that, we got real close. And since the film, like, yeah, we've been friends, like,
Because he likes to skate.
yeah. And now he's running a lot. So he's now like, that's his gig. And he's doing some crazy 20 or 30 mile run or something, you know? And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
That's crazy to me. But like in a good way.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, he's very motivated and a lot of stuff's working for him. So, and yeah, he's a stand-up husband, father. That's what I was trying to say. Like, people that I was asking for in my life, like, I don't want them to party. Like, I don't want that to be their priority. I just want them to be integral men who are like driven and focused on work and life, you know? Because
Of course.
that's my world too. It's like Allie's most important, and art is there right after that, and then skateboarding probably. So yeah, it's like, yeah, just having your things and really working on them so that we can. It's different when you have your friends that are really working on things
Yeah.
like that they're putting their heart and soul into. Then we're allowed to always call and always encourage and always make it this like positive conversation, you know? And when your friends, like when you guys aren't really doing shit, all you got to do is give each other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just grateful that I have friends now that we spend all of our time talking about how things are going to work out better, you know? So
It's funny when you do say things out loud, they become more real.
yeah.
Even if, say you're just talking about it or you have something in your head, but once you start, then you almost feel like you've held yourself accountable to that thing, even if you have barely done anything or you just scratched the surface of this idea that you might have to create something.
No, yeah. Oh, dude, have we been talking for a while?
We're at an hour 37, hour 38.
Sick.
Yeah. I do want to ask you,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, about your sunglasses. Where did you find the sunglasses? And then you're like, this is going to be my face. Like, was it like a moment of clarity? You're like, what happened there?
No, you know what?
Do you have backups too? I hope.
No, you know, dude, these are cheap. They're
Okay.
99-cent store. I used to have the plug because it was right in town, but 99-cent store are gone. But
Yeah, they went away. True.
anyways, yeah, you know what? I tried to talk to a company about like really making these and like trying to like come on, you know, like make a signature one. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sunglass thing, because everyone asks, and I know it's annoying, whatever. But
I was just curious. I don't really know him.
No, because you know what's funny is McKenzie, like Motel Mini Market.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I want to see your eyes. She's always like yelling at me. But anyways, yeah, I started wearing these sunglasses, and it was right when we started filming that short film. I used to always wear sunglasses a lot, whatever. But the fact that I really, really kind of keep them on always now is, in my mind, it's a little bit of like this just tunnel vision focus thing. Like, I
Okay.
just don't need to interact or do too like I'm very just like,
Yeah.
directy. And when we were filming the first short film, Brad's like, are you gonna wear the sunglasses like the whole time? I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't take them off. And he was like, oh, okay. And it kind of has like been like that since. It's been like 4 years or something of wearing them. But I have had a lot of pairs.
Yeah.
And these are glued like all crazy. And now it's more funny that people think that they need to see my eyes. And I think I was telling someone the other day, it's like it's my insecurity security. Like it usually makes people uncomfortable. And if it does, then those people are like, yeah, we worry too much. Because like I wouldn't be weirded out if someone was wearing sunglasses.
I am not weirded out. I
know you're not asking me like that, but it is a real thing. Like,
yeah, of course.
I get asked all the fucking time about this.
Yeah.
They're like, can't see your eyes. Why do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. Why is it important? Like, why is it important? But I kept wearing these more because I wanted to get a pair like this. Like I wanted to make it become a thing. Like them become my glasses, you know.
Of course.
But then it also became a thing too, where it's like it is like a bit of a character thing.
Of course,
like,
yeah.
Now more
it's your identity.
Yeah, it's become that, and I kind of was like, well, that works too with art. It's a lot of about like there's so many artists, and every single one of them want this thing, and everyone wants to share it, and not everyone's going to be able to see it, you know, and the more comfortable people are with the thing, like the more they see it, the more that they're used to who it is or who it's attached to.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a bigger thing. And so I realized like a lot of things I've done in my life, I didn't start it on purpose, but it became something that actually was pretty purposeful. Like it actually will work better to have your look. You know what I mean?
Of course. I'm still trying to figure out my look.
Well, it wasn't very planned. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
So it just kind of like appeared and it happened, and now I just keep it.
So you were just at a 99-cent store, you put these on, like, this is it. This is my new style. This is my face.
I would wear these other glasses all the time. They're like kind of John Lennon ones.
Okay.
Like little circles. I wore those for like a while. And one day I did see these. And I brought them home because I was like, yo, I don't know. And I put them on, and Allie, obviously her reaction is always going to win for me.
Yeah.
But she was like, oh, babe, those look really cool. And so I was like, all right.
Solid. That's all you had to please anyways.
I was pretty insecure about it, you know.
Okay.
And I actually, again, that's like a whole thing that taught me, like my whole life, as soon as I'm uncomfortable, I think it's right.
That's good. Yeah,
so,
very, very
like
wise to
wearing
think
a
that.
shirt that makes you feel uncomfortable, you're like, nah, dude, this is too much. This is weird.
Yeah.
And then so you just put on the regular shirt. It's like, no, wear the shirt that makes you uncomfortable. Then 10 people that night are like, dude, that shirt's sick. But you know, you're like,
it's interesting how that works, right?
Yo, it's do it.
Let's see. There's like a line that I heard from what's the actor that played Elvis. Speaking of Elvis,
Yeah.
I thought it was such a great quote because it's like let me get to my profile. I put it literally when I heard it. I put it on my bio. It says, "Embarrassment is an unexplored emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself."
Yes.
And so because then
exactly right.
There's only good things really that can happen unless you do something like shit your pants on stage.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, like
it'll still be a memory for people. But
yeah.
No, yeah. It's how do you want to show up, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. And yeah, you're not making a fool out of yourself. Society has just told you all this shit.
Yeah,
you know
of course.
Be yourself and just be okay with it. I guess that was like, I was telling people this recently. I think a lot of people always have thought I'm very confident or whatever. And I'm like, no, I was just comfortable with me. Like I've always just been comfortable with myself. And then when I was drinking, it was like an arrogance. It wasn't confidence. It was like me just being like this drunk fucker, you know?
Yeah.
And then now that I've done like every day I get to do it, like internal work. And so now I'm feeling confident, but
in the proper way too.
yeah. And I was already comfortable with myself, right? So now I'm going to get both. But the idea is, I didn't realize how many people weren't built with comfort. Like they don't get that feeling that like, I'm not really worried about others, like what they think of me, period. It doesn't bug me, but it's, society told everyone like, you better worry about that.
Yeah.
You better not, they're going to make fun of you, like all this stuff. It's like, go make a fool of yourself. Like that guy said, who cares?
I think we should wrap it up on that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Did you have anything else you want to?
No, this has been cool. Just I didn't know what we were going to talk about. So.
Neither do I. I never know how it's going to go, but I think we went very well. So, dude, if you ever want to do it again too. So, how we can find you, AP_art_stuff. If you ever want to look at Adam's art and, and if you have any interest in buying a piece, you should look into that. So, I got a free one here. That's so nice of you. Thank you again for bringing this.
I was going to say, Don't Say Oh Well is on YouTube. If you like type that in, that's the short film. Or if you just go under my Instagram,
it has the YouTube link there. I'm seeing.
I have my YouTube and my website. Yeah. And those are like probably
on Shopify. Yeah.
Yeah. And then go to Doheny Cafe and eat some delicious food. It's really good.
And then go to Art Crawl next week on Thursday.
Actually, fuck yeah. Go to Art Crawl because it's going to be fun. And
are you going to dress up?
I don't know because I know I have to work all day that day. And I think that it's going to be like, it's probably going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot more because normally I'm at Ficus just to help artists set up art.
Yeah.
And this time we're filling like an entire alleyway with the Motel Mini Market, and Ficus is going to have like a whole thing. And, so
I'm excited.
Yeah. I thought about the It thing. I was like, I'll get a rain jacket and a red balloon. Because I always, for me, costumes need to be like very practical. I hate doing like the overboard crap.
I was David Pumpkin's the pumpkin suit that I had, and I had like the wig.
Yes.
But at least I'm comfortable.
Yeah. You get to be yourself all night. You don't have like makeup dripping.
Oh, I hate the makeup.
Yeah.
I've done the thing where you put the like I'm a vampire and I have some teeth. And, oh my God. So what I'm doing this year, I'm doing like just the skeleton jumpsuit.
Sick. Yeah. Comfort, dude. Who cares? Yeah. Who cares?
We're getting older. The more comfortable you want to get is kind of like the thing.
And I'm gonna spend my whole week doing like these monsters.
Yeah.
And then
I can't wait to see that.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
You have to like maybe come by when we're like working on them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's gonna be kind of daytime, but if we're ever late, then
I could let's see. Dodgers World Series for me is happening.
When is that?
Friday, Saturday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's why I was like saying
you're rained out. And,
I am kind of, yeah. I that's why I was saying I could do Monday, but I would prefer because like wouldn't be a deciding game. It'd be like the third game of the series. It would have to like unless they go.
I think we're doing like I don't even know when we're meeting yet.
Yeah,
we're gonna figure that out, but I think it's early afternoon.
Okay, yeah, I could probably come down for like an hour or something just to come check it out and take my camera and practice getting some footage.
I'm excited to see what we make.
All right, man. Well, once again, dude, I really appreciate your time and coming and doing this. This has been wonderful. I'm like inspired by your stoic, like calm sensibility. So thanks again.
Oh, appreciate you. Dude.
Yeah. Everybody, thanks for watching, and of course, you know what I'm gonna say. Go Jeff yourselves. Have a lovely evening. All right.